Here's Trey.
All right, let's go over our core values. I am destined. I am effective. I am strong. I am teachable. I am intelligent. I am noble. I am yours,
This
Lord.
video is for you. So today, guys, we're going to take a look at one of my favorite characters in the Old Testament, a guy named Daniel. You're probably very familiar with him. You probably studied him in your youth group. If you have been to church and you've been involved in a youth group, he's really popular to study. But let me give you a little bit of background here. Daniel is probably a young teenager. Some scholars say he's like 11 or 12 or 13 years old. Maybe he's as old as 15 or 16. And basically, God allowed a foreign nation called Babylon to come into Jerusalem and basically kidnap Daniel and his three friends and a whole bunch of other people, and basically took them from Jerusalem all the way to a foreign land in Babylon. And so when they get there, basically the king and all the people were trying to change their diet. They're trying to change their names, trying to change the language that they speak. They're trying to change their beliefs, their cultures, their customs and values, and all these different things. And so here are 5 things about Daniel that allowed him to literally change the culture in which he lived. And these are 5 things that I want to encourage you to have. And if you're a parent, I want to encourage you to have these 5 conversations with your kids. And so the first way you as a teenager can change your culture is to simply have values. I want you to notice here that when Daniel got into Babylon, they were trying to change what he ate and what he drank, and they were trying to get him to eat things that were against his own faith and against his religion. And his response is, but Daniel was determined not to defile himself by eating the food and wine given to them by the king. Now, what is a value? A value is something that you determine beforehand that this is something I'm just not going to do. Listen, you cannot wait until you get into the place of temptation to determine and figure out what you're going to do. If you do that, it's too late. The enemy's probably got you already, and you're probably going to yield to that particular temptation. You have to have some things already predetermined in your mind to say, look, this is what's important to me. This is something that I value. This is something that I hold near and dear to my heart. This is something that I'm not going to negotiate about no matter what. So that way, when the temptation comes, you've already made the decision in your heart in terms of which way you are going to go. And so a good exercise, parents, if you're watching this, is to simply have that conversation with your kids and say, hey, what are some of the top values in your life and why are these so important to you? And then have a discussion about it. The second way that you can change the culture as a teen is not only having values, but having courage. Now, I want you to notice here in chapter 3, basically what was happening was this king, Nebuchadnezzar, he had erected an image of himself, and he was wanting everybody in the land to bow down and worship his image. And basically, Daniel and his 3 friends said, nah, bruh, we're not doing that. We know that we only serve the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. We only serve the God of Israel. And so I want you to notice their response. I want you to pay close attention to the type of courage that these 3 men had, and also Daniel as well. It says here, if we are thrown into the blazing furnace, the God whom we serve is able to save us. He will rescue us from your power, your majesty. But even if he doesn't, we want to make it clear to you, your majesty, that we will never serve your gods or worship the gold statue you have set up. So basically, these 3 young men were saying, we are not going to bow down to the culture around us no matter what it costs us. So if you're going to be a teen that changes the culture, you have to be willing to be unpopular. You have to be willing to lose some friendships, to lose respect, to lose some relationships. You have to be willing to be that kid that stands out in the crowd. You have to be willing to be that kid that whenever everybody else is smoking weed and they try to give it to you, you say, you know what? No, I'm not going to do that. And this is the reason why. Whenever your friends are talking about having sex or oral sex and doing all these different things with the same sex or opposite sex, right? You have to be that one kid that has the courage to say, you know what? I don't know what this is going to cost me. It's probably going to cost me a lot of popularity. It may even cost me my relationship with my girlfriend or my boyfriend or whatever, but I love my God more than I love all these other things. And I'm willing to have the courage to take a stand for what I truly believe in. If you are a youth and you have courage, you can change the culture in which you live. The third way that you can change the culture in which you live, your school, your community, and maybe even in your youth group as a teen is to have integrity. I want you to notice here in Daniel chapter 6, verse 4, it says this, "Then the other administrators and high officers began searching for some fault in the way Daniel was handling government affairs, but they couldn't find anything to criticize or condemn. He was faithful, always responsible, and completely trustworthy." So basically, these guys were trying to find something, anything, any sort of slight evidence that they could point to and say, you know what, this is a crack in Daniel's character. We can point to this and say, you know what, we can exclude Daniel because Daniel doesn't have integrity. But they searched and could not find any single thing that they could point to that would hint towards there being a crack in Daniel's character. And this is how you can change a culture as a teen. You can live your life in such a way that you are so above reproach that even if people try to look at everything in your life, even if they look in your backpack, even if they look in your car, even if they look through your phone and all of your text messages, even if they look through all of your browsing history on YouTube and off of YouTube, and they look and see all the different sites that you're looking at, right? You can be that teen that is above reproach, and you can give them your phone. You can give your parents your phone. You can give your coaches anything, and they can look at you and say, you know what, I've searched for this and I can't see any sort of thing that would cause me to think that this young man or this woman is not walking in integrity. Now, there's something about me that you may not know, and I used to teach high school for 11 years. And I want to touch on something for just a moment, because one of the ways that I saw a lack of integrity in high school was through cheating in school. And if you're watching this, I know that you probably know what I'm talking about, because it was a huge problem in the school that I taught in. And parents, if you're watching this, sometimes we're not off the hook here, because sometimes we put so much pressure on our kids to do well in school that oftentimes they're under this pressure and they feel like they have to cheat in order to keep their parents happy so they can get the grades that they want. And oftentimes parents, I'm going to get back to the kids in just a moment, but oftentimes parents, we want our kids to be happy, to do well in school, not so much because of them, but because it makes us feel better about being a good parent, and we can stick our necks out and be proud and brag about our kids and doing so well in school to all of our friends and our family members and our neighbors, because it makes us feel like we're being a better parent. Now, one of the things that kids will do is they will cheat in school. And oftentimes they'll do this in a variety of ways. They'll want to look at the test of last year's test or whatnot. They'll want their friends to tell them what is on the test so that maybe they'll be more prepared than someone else would be if they just went in and took that test. Listen, all of this is a sign of a lack of integrity, cheating in school. So you need to be that kid in school that says, hey man, I know you got the test in 7th period. I'm in 1st period. I already took the test. Do you want to know what is on the test so that you can get a good score? You want to be able to say, you know what, no, that's not going to be a good idea, because I don't want to have any advantage over the kids in my class because I already know what's on the test. You need to have integrity as a teenager. And parents, sometimes you can be just as bad on this, because if you keep your child home from school whenever that kid is not sick and you want them to have more time to study for that test so they can be more prepared, what type of lesson about integrity are we teaching our kids if we as parents are willing to cheat the system so that our kids can get a better grade? The fourth way a teenager can change the culture in which they live is to have a spirit of excellence. Notice what it says here in Daniel 6, verse 3. Daniel soon proved himself more capable than all the other administrators and high officers. Because of Daniel's great ability, the king made plans to place him over the entire empire. So I want you to notice here, this will be a quick point, but basically because Daniel was excellent in everything that he did, he had a high standard of excellence, he was able to get promoted to the next level. And one of the things that I'm seeing in so many youth is just a lack of excellence, a willingness to be mediocre and to be average and to just be glad that they passed a class, or they don't do their homework anymore. And it's just not really being a youth that has a high standard of excellence. If you want to change a culture and if you want to be successful in life, you must have a high standard of excellence. And then the fifth and final way that you can be a teen that changes the culture around you is to have the right spiritual disciplines. I want you to notice here in Daniel 6, once again, it says here, but when Daniel learned that the law had been signed, he went home and knelt down as usual in his upstairs room with its windows open towards Jerusalem. Here it is. He prayed 3 times a day, just as he had always done, giving thanks to his God. Then the officials went together to Daniel's house and found him praying and asking for God's help. Listen, this wasn't just something that Daniel learned whenever he got to Babylon. This was obviously a practice, a discipline in Daniel's life. And so if you want to be successful as a teen, if you want to change the culture, if you want to be able to go off to college and not lose your faith that your parents instilled in you, you must have the right disciplines in your life right now. Prayer, studying the Bible, going to youth group, spending time with God, worshiping God, all these things. It doesn't matter what age you're in. It doesn't matter what stage of life you're in, you are never too young to have the right disciplines in your life. Now, here's the coolest thing about Daniel's story, because I told you that I want to make you a teen that changes the culture. And because of Daniel's courage, and because of his integrity, and because of his spirit of excellence, and because of all the different things that I talked about, the culture in which he lived was changed. Notice it says here in Daniel 3, then Nebuchadnezzar said, "Praise to the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. He sent his angel to rescue his servants who trusted in him." So notice what's happening here, that because of these guys' integrity and all the things that I talked about, basically this foreign pagan king, his faith and his appreciation of Daniel's God was like, man, if God can rescue you from the lion's den, if God can rescue you off from the fiery furnace, then maybe I and other people in this land need to worship your God instead of the false gods that we have been worshiping. Notice it says here, they defied the king's command and were willing to die rather than serve or worship any god except their own God. This is Nebuchadnezzar talking about these young men. Therefore, I make this decree. If any people, whatever their race or nation or language, speak a word against the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, they will be torn limb from limb, and their houses will be turned into heaps of rubble. There is no other God who can rescue like this. Are you kidding me? Listen, here it is, this pagan king, and the culture has completely changed because of the faith of these 4 young men. And to make it better, they got a promotion out of it too. Then the king promoted Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego to even higher positions in the province of Babylon. So my friend, when you have values, whenever you have courage, whenever you have integrity, whenever you walk in a spirit of excellence, whenever you have the right spiritual disciplines in your life, you will not be changed by the culture in which you live, but you will be a teen that changes the culture around you, and you will be a teen that God loves.
Hey, what you doing?
Reading.
Ah, wasn't sure.
Oh.
Oh boy. Okay. I forgot. What? It's breakdancing. Oh.
Hello, everybody out there in the worldwide world. Yeah, I'm Brandon.
I'm John, and you're watching
The
The So-and-So Show.
a show where we bring you chills, thrills, and spills.
Why did you do that?
You said spills.
No, I meant like spills, like, you know, falling down.
Oh, okay, I got it. Spills. Like, okay, right. I'll just,
Yeah. Oh, are you gonna clean that up?
right.
Yeah. Anyway, we also hope we can bring you some truth about God and show you some ways we can honor him by how we live. That's amidst all the fun and hijinks.
Hijinks, that is a great word.
I agree.
Yeah. Whoa, all clean.
Awesome. What's the plan for today?
So glad you asked, Brandon. Today, I have invited someone on the show to talk about something I know you love.
Ooh, crosswords?
No.
Alphabetizing.
No.
Sitting quietly alone?
No, silly. Dancing.
Oh, wow. I strongly dislike dancing.
Then please welcome someone who knows stuff.
And hit it.
Oh.
Whoa. So cool! Amazing!
Thank you, thank you, thank
Who
you.
are you and what do you know?
My name is Parker, and I'm a professional breakdancer. How did you learn to do that? I had an amazing teacher. She taught me all the moves and helped me fall in love with the art of it, you know? Now I can't quit. Oh, I wish I could do that. You can, man. Everybody's got a little dancing in them. All you gotta do is let it out.
Well, can you teach us?
I can try. What? Hey, that's awesome. You ready to dance?
You want me to break dance?
Yes, aren't you excited?
Yeah!
All right, let's do it. First thing, we gotta work on your wardrobe. You got anything a little looser?
Oh. Will this work?
That'll work. All right, let me show you some steps.
Okay.
Come on.
All right, cool.
Sure.
Okay, so today I'm gonna be teaching you guys top rock. All right?
top
So
rock,
first,
okay.
you wanna have your feet shoulder width apart, knees slightly bent,
Okay.
and arms crossed in front. Very nice. Okay, now you wanna take your right foot and step in front of your left and open your arms at the same time. Almost like you're saying what's up to somebody, like a friend.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Cool.
And step.
What's up?
Very
Awesome.
nice.
Awesome.
Very nice. Now you're gonna come back to center, cross your arms, and now you wanna repeat on the other side.
Okay.
And remember to open your arms like, what's up? Very
nice.
nice, guys. Very nice. Now come back to center. And that's top rock. So we're gonna go left, right,
Yeah.
center,
Yeah.
left foot, center. Right foot, center,
Yeah, okay.
left foot, center.
Like this?
That's it. You're getting it. Yeah.
Okay, this
Easy
is hard.
enough,
This
right?
is really hard.
Keep working.
Okay.
You'll get there. Okay, so now let's try that step to some music.
Oh, awesome.
Oh
Awesome.
boy.
Who do you want to go?
John,
Me-
you go
okay,
first.
okay,
come
cool.
on, come on, come on.
Okay.
Awesome. All right.
You ready?
Yeah. Hit it.
And nice. Ooh, nice, John.
Hey, man.
Nice, John. Not bad for your first time.
Ah, thank you.
Brandon, what about you?
I don't know.
Oh, come on.
Come on, man. You got it. Come on. Show us. You got it.
Okay. Do the thing. Hit it.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Am I doing it? Is this it?
Nice.
You really think so?
You're a natural.
You really think so?
How'd you do that?
I don't know. I just let the music move me, right?
It was awesome.
No, seriously. How did you do that?
So thanks for coming on the show today, Parker. We should do it again someday.
No doubt. Maybe next time you guys could teach me something?
Psh.
All right. Catch you later, guys.
All right, bye. Wow, that was really a lot of fun.
How did you do that?
It's Bible story time with Cameron.
Hey, fellas.
Oh, our friend Kellen is taking a break, so Cameron is filling in for him this month. How's it going, Cameron?
Can't complain. What's up with you guys?
We were just break dancing.
How did you do?
What story you got for us today, Cameron?
Well, it's funny that you were dancing because today's story has some dancing in it too. You see, King David...
Ta-da! I like to think about the dancing.
Horvath!
Horvath, that's my name.
Did you want to help tell the story today?
Let's do this.
All right. Just in case you haven't met Horvath...
That's my name.
Right. This is how this works. I'll tell the Bible story, and whenever Horvath feels inspired, he'll jump in with an exercise that'll help us remember what the story's about.
That's right! Yeah, I combine the mental trainings of learning the Bibles with the physical trainings of making your muscles bigger. All right, let's do this.
Here we go. David was the king of Israel, and he wanted to bring the ark back to Jerusalem.
The arcs! Okay, first exercise. I call this watch out for the floodings. We will do swimming motions for 38 hours, like this.
Wait, Horvath. That's not the ark I'm talking about. Noah's ark? No, that was a big boat. The ark I'm talking about was a special box that contained the original 10 commandments. Some say it even had the actual presence of God. This ark was also called the Ark of Covenant, or the Ark of the Lord.
So, no swimmies?
No swimmies.
All right, let's do this.
The Ark of the Lord had been stolen and had been away from Jerusalem for a long time. So King David and 30,000 of his best soldiers left Jerusalem to go and get the Ark.
All right, first exercise. I call this exercise marching to the ark really, really fast. We will march as fast as we can, doing high knees like this. Do them with me. Do them with me. And we will do this until we get all the ways to the ark. Go!
I'll just... So, King David and his soldiers went to where the Ark of the Lord was being kept, the house of a man named Obed-Edom.
Dance! How did you beat me here?
You okay, Horvath? You need to take a minute?
Keep telling the stories!
Oh, sure. When they found the ark, they put it on a cart and set out for Jerusalem. After only 6 steps, David sacrificed a bull and a fat calf as a way to honor God.
Second exercises! I call this one 6-step calf squat. First, you squat like this. Then you take 6 steps in place while squatting. 1, 6. Then you leap in the air with your arms meshed together like an axe and swing them down to a squat when you land like this. We will do this 473 times.
Oh, man.
Go! 1, 6, 1, 8 feet, 2, mailbox, candy, 473. All right, what happened next, Cameron?
Well, King David returned the Ark of the Lord to Jerusalem as planned, and he was so excited, he didn't even care that he wasn't dressed like a king when he got there. He danced with all his might before God, and everyone wearing only some priestly undergarments.
Oh, third exercise. I call this David Dance Party.
Are you going to dance?
I get embarrassed.
Oh, well, when David's wife, Michal, saw him dancing like that in front of everyone, she was really unhappy. She didn't think a king was supposed to act that way in public.
Oh, fourth exercise. I call this one Miserly Michal Trunk Rotation. So you stand tall with your noses in the air like this. Then you fold your arms tightly like this. Then you rotate your trunk like this. We will do this 5.5 times.
A half?
Go! 1. For breeze. Half. What's next?
After the celebration, McCall told King David that he had made a fool of himself in front of everyone.
Because of dancings?
Yup.
But he was only dancing because he was excited about the boats returning to the cities.
The Ark of the Lord was not a boat.
No swimming.
But you're right. David was dancing because he wanted to celebrate what God had done. He told McCall that it didn't matter who saw him do it. Honoring God was more important than honoring himself.
Oh, I understand. So even if dancing embarrasses me, I should do it if it honors God?
I mean, you don't have to dance.
No! I will dance this to celebrate God. David Dance Party Part 2. Here goes. 5, 6, 3, 29.
Way to go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Wait, tell the story really fast one more time.
Oh, okay,
Go.
David went to go get the Ark.
Marching to the arks. Ah!
They put the Ark on a cart and took 6 steps.
Oh, 6-step calf squat. Go. 1, 28.
When they got to Jerusalem, David danced before God.
David Dance Party.
But McCall was disappointed.
Miserly Michael trunk rotation.
So David said celebrating God was more important than how he looked.
David Dance Party Part 2.
Excellent, Horvath. Okay.
Look.
Okay. Horvath's gonna just keep dancing. The end, fellas.
Wow. I love that story. David wasn't scared to show everyone how grateful he was to God.
Yeah, he just went for it.
Yup. There are tons of different ways to celebrate what God has done for us. We don't have to dress a certain way or act like everyone else. We can be loud. We can be quiet. We can stand out from the crowd. We can do whatever he's doing.
That's great, Cameron.
Yeah, thanks a lot, man.
No problem. Okay. See ya.
I've got a question.
Okay, then reveal.
No. How do you know how to break dance?
Everybody's got a little dancing in them, John. You just gotta let it come out.
No, really.
Reveal the question.
Oh, hey, what are creative ways to show gratitude?
You can dance. You can give someone a gift.
You can tell someone how you learned to break dance.
There are a lot of ways to show God and others how grateful you are. So talk about it with someone. And we'll see you next time on the...
Teach me!
The So-and-So Show.
Teach me.
Boogaloo, you just kind of stand this way straight and you shake.
Just like...
Shake really fast. You shake so fast until you vanish in thin air. Yeah.
Am I gone? Am I gone?
Keep trying.
No,
Keep
okay.
trying, Parker. All right. Shake as fast as you can. It's the electric boogaloo.
Am I gone?
No.
How you doing, Parker?
No, that's right.
Huh? I'm doing it right?
That's the way you do it. That's what it's all about.
Every time I'm feeling down, you pick me up. Sing, oh, oh. And when my heart is feeling emptied out, you fill my cup. Sing it out now. Oh, oh. I just wanna say thank you for the way you love me. I wanna say thank you for the way you love me. I just wanna say thank you for the way you love me. I wanna say thank you, just wanna say thank you. Yeah! T-H-A-N-K-Y-O-U, thank you. Thank you. T-H-A-N-K-Y-O-U, thank you. Here we go, verse 2. I'm grateful for the way you've been a friend to me. Sing, oh, oh. And even in the deepest, darkest night, you help me see. Sing it out now. Oh, oh. I just wanna say thank you for the way you love me. I wanna say For my friends and my family, I just wanna say, for loving me from the start, for every beat, beat, beat of my heart, for everything you are. I just wanna say thank you for the way you love me. I wanna say thank you for the way you love me. I just wanna say thank you for the way you love me. I wanna say thank you, just wanna say thank you. T-H-A-N-K-Y-O-U, thank you. T-H-A-N-K-Y-O-U, thank you. T-H-A-N-K-Y-O-U, thank you. T-H-A-N-K-Y-O-U, thank you. For the joy that you give to me, for the way that you made me free, for my friends and my family, I just wanna say, for loving me from the start, for every beat, beat, beat of my heart, for everything you are. I just wanna say, I just wanna say.
Hi you guys, welcome to Full Steam at Home. Today we're gonna make a birthday cake in a cup. So I've got all of my ingredients spread out here and labeled, and I wanted to show you the tools I'm gonna use. I'm gonna use a fork, a knife, some measuring spoons, a 1/4 measuring cup, and I've got my mug and I've got a plate here to cut on. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my butter and I'm gonna take a look at the butter and see that all the tablespoons, they show them in different increments. So I need 2 tablespoons of butter, so I'm gonna take it and cut it on this line right here. I'm going to take off the paper, I'm gonna put it in my cup or my mug, and I'm gonna microwave it for 30 to 45 seconds. I microwave my butter, and you can see here that it is melted. Now it's time to add the rest of the ingredients. The first part I'm gonna add is the flour. So I'm gonna take it here, and I'm gonna need 1/4 of a cup. Now when you measure flour, you want it to be flat on the top. So I'm gonna put that in. And then I'm going to need 2 tablespoons of sugar. You want to have it flat on the top. And the tablespoon is usually the biggest measuring spoon you've got. Then I'm going to add a teaspoon of vanilla. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of milk. 1, 2, and then I'm going to add 1/4 of a teaspoon of baking powder, and you want to make sure that that's flat. That's what's going to make it rise. And then I've got to do the egg. The egg, you only want to have the yolk. So you've got to break your egg, and what you're going to do is you are going to put the egg white in the cup. All right, you can see that I kind of messed up and my egg yolk fell in. So I can go ahead and use a spoon and just take out my egg yolk, just like that. Ooh. I'm gonna put it in here, and now I've got all my ingredients, so now it's time to mix. Now it's time for me to microwave my cup. I'm gonna put it in, and while it is cooking, I'm gonna clean up my lovely mess. So I pulled out my cup from the microwave, and look, it's all spongy and yummy. So now it's time to add the toppings. I've got whipped cream and I've got sprinkles. You can always use ice cream or anything else you want. So here I go. I'm gonna add my whipped cream. I'm gonna add my sprinkles. Looks really yummy. I'm gonna try it and see what it tastes like. Delicious. It tastes just like birthday cake. You guys try this at home. Hope to see you soon. Check out our classes, our camps, and our clubs on our website. And we have products too. We'll see you later. Bye.